Here are my audience members, my notes. Alright, thank you for coming to my speech. Thank you guys for listening. So let's get to it. Have you ever had a moment where you were pumped up to lose fat, to lose weight, so you went out there and started running a bunch of laps, a bunch of miles, jumped on the stationary bike? Have you guys ever watched a movie that got you pumped up to look like them? So you decided to go out there and run 3 miles? Well, this is where resistance training comes in handy. The reason why I care about this so much is because I'm a personal trainer and I've seen too many people make this mistake before, and I'm kind of getting tired of it. So I've also had family members that thought that they knew what to do to lose weight or to lose body fat, so they did something else which was kind of wrong, which I saw them doing, so I helped them. Even if you might already know about this, or you might have thought that other people know about this, they probably don't, so maybe you could help them out after a speech and you could teach them about it. Today I'm going to persuade you guys to start doing resistance training to lose body fat. First, I will talk about what resistance training specifically is. Then I'll talk about stigmas associated with resistance training and why they are bad. Then I'll finish with why you should do resistance training to lose body fat. First, let's define resistance training. ACSM, which is American College of Sports Medicine, nationally recognized certification for personal trainers and nutritionists and athletic coaches, define resistance training as a form of physical activity that is designed to improve muscular fitness by exercising a muscle or a muscle group against external resistance. There are many positive outcomes of resistance training. One of them is losing fat and replacing that fat in a way with muscle. As NSCA, which is National Strength and Conditioning Association, which is also just like ACSM, a huge thing for personal trainers and coaches, they say the way that resistance training burns fat is by not only putting out energy through the workout, but also increasing your basal metabolic rate, which is your BMR. This increases because the more muscle you have, the more your body is actually using the calories you're taking in, instead of just using your calories for fat. Your muscles use more calories. So yeah. Not only does resistance training help you gain muscle and boost your BMR, but it increases your energy output. NHLBI, which is a government website, says increasing your energy output means you are decreasing the calories in your body in a way. So if you get to a point where you can have a healthy energy output and energy input, this will be good, because that means you're putting out more calories than you are taking in. Since I have become a personal trainer, I've learned a lot more than I would have thought I could have. That is why I'm passionate about this. I'm learning how bad it is getting in America for people that are gaining weight, and I'm realizing that there are huge stigmas about resistance training. Now I get why people don't do resistance training, because they think it's just going to make them big. They don't think it's going to help them lose fat. They think it's just for bodybuilders and people that want to gain muscle, or professional athletes. This is wrong. Resistance training is actually, like I said, I gave you examples, actually decreases your BMR, which decreases the fat in your body. So now that I've talked about that, let's talk about why you should do it. People may do it, but also they do it because it's good for them, not because they want to do it. I hope that you guys can end up learning that it's fun and actually get into it. To stay healthy and not get obese, all we really have to do is stay active, right? So that could be anything, which is why I brought this dumbbell just to show a couple of resistance training activities, just a real quick thing. So one would just be a shoulder press. You're just doing that. Or a bicep curl, where you just keep your elbow tucked. And then a tricep extension. Also, you can take it and do a regular squat with it and thrust. Alright. So, one more thing. Researchers at NCBI, there was a research done by Penn State on resistance training. One group was no workout and just diets. Another group was a diet and a lot of cardio, and then the other group was diet, cardio, and resistance training. And as you guys can already guess by the speech, the group that did resistance training lost 7 more pounds of body fat than anyone else. And yeah, so today I showed good reasons why you should do resistance training. I talked about the stigmas associated with resistance training, and I talked about how it actually affects your body fat and how you lose body fat from it. If you guys are up for it and want to do resistance training, I showed you guys a couple workouts, so I would advise you all to at least try those workouts or look into resistance training, see if you guys like it, and then there you go, you can lose some body fat. Thank you for listening. I hope you will consider doing resistance training in the future. Don't pause yet. Here's my audience. And I don't know if you need to see my notes again. Here are my notes.